Tonight, a family is urging anyone who goes to the beach to take a recent warning seriously about an increase in vibrio cases. That's after they lost a loved one this summer to the deadly flesh-eating bacteria. They're sharing their story with our Matt Doherty, who is in Surfside tonight. Matt?
The woman we spoke with wants to caution anyone getting into the water. The invisible killer that took her dad's life changed her family's life forever.
It's literally like the breath is just sucked right out of you. You wish you could change it and go back.
2 months ago, Brandy Pendergraft's life was turned upside down.
That's not how it was supposed to happen. He was supposed to still be here.
On an evening in early June, her 66-year-old father, Randy Bunch, was crabbing and fishing in Freeport. It's something he'd done countless times in the past, but this time was different. Randy wasn't wearing his wading boots like he normally did when he stepped into the shallow water off of this boat ramp in his flip-flops to retrieve a crab trap he'd set earlier in the day. And he hadn't noticed the small days-old scrape on his right foot.
It was a little tiny nick on the top of his foot, and it was, not even an inch wide. It was tiny.
A few hours later, Randy started feeling sick.
It sounded kind of like heart attack symptoms. So I'm like, Dad, you probably should go to an ER and get checked out.
Randy was released and went home when the doctor couldn't find anything wrong. By the next morning, he'd gotten worse.
He had a 104 fever, and as soon as I saw him, I was like, oh no.
Randy was ultimately taken to the medical center where his condition continued to deteriorate.
He went from walking, talking, working, still doing the things that he loved, and then he was on a ventilator in ICU.
Doctors still couldn't determine the cause of his illness. Then Brandy says she looked at her dad's leg.
I was like, oh gosh, could this be flesh-eating bacteria, the vibrio?
But it was too late.
The blisters were taking over his whole body. It was spreading just like a fire.
Randy died less than 1 week after he stepped into the water.
All we have left is just things, memories.
Tonight, she has a message of warning.
It's real, and it will get you. It'll get anybody. I want more awareness to get out there for people who aren't from here, that vacation here. Yes, we want the tourists and we want people to enjoy it, but we also have to make sure that, as a state, we're doing more to protect people.
Those 11 cases that were reported last week were all out of Galveston County. Randy was infected here in next door Brazoria County. It is possible for anyone to be infected who has an open wound exposed to vibrio. However, Randy did have a blood disorder. Back to you.
Take it from here, Matt Doherty tonight. Thank you.